Okay, so before you watch part 2 or B to season 3, there's another episode, between between episodes. And I believe this time there's only one. So after watching this one, I'm gonna get started with the season 3B. Yeah, season 3B, of course, season 3B. That's why this episode, another, I think it's titled Lost Girls or something. Lost Girls, yeah.
Will he leave again? If he does, just how far will he go? There's no telling. And there's no stopping him either.
So this episode is centered around Mikasa. To be honest, I think she deserves a one episode.
Scene flashed before my eyes. One I had seen many times.
Don't understand. How can I have children?
Honey, why don't you explain?
Yeah, please, Daddy?
Well,
Why me? Why you explain it? I'm not gonna explain that.
it's a visit today. Maybe you could ask him about it.
Oh, this the day they died.
Mikasa, why don't you add a little color to the edges?
We were just talking about you, Doctor.
Oh, the same butterfly. This is the first time I never noticed that she was seeing a butterfly all this time.
You can go back as far as you'd like. You can go live in a world where your every wish will be granted. However,
It's nice to meet you.
Eren here is my only child. He's 9, just like you. And he has only one friend at the moment. So can I ask you to be nice to him?
And he's also a little bit stubborn.
Your dad hunts and your mom farms, right? Do you think you'll take after one of them? What do you plan to do with your life?
She has no idea. She never really thought about it.
Being honest, I don't know.
Walk back. Just walk back quietly. Don't do anything. They always, they always step it on a stick. They always do that. Is climbing tree really gonna help? What did she do?
Huh? Come on, even I know that much.
For real?
Yeah. Big Bird carries the baby in overnight, sticks the baby in the mom's belly and leaves.
So you don't know.
Carry a baby?
When it's bad or something.
So you don't know.
Oh, yeah.
What happened to you?
Typical Eren. Typical.
Huge, deep lake that's full of salt. Heretic! That's what living in a pen does to you! It makes you as stupid and prideless as an animal. They can stay crammed in these walls if they want, but they can't.
I think that's what Mikasa wants. She just wants a simple life. I don't know if she knows it yet.
I'm gonna join the scout regiment. I'll explore the world they gave up on.
Once Eren goes back to Shiganshina, he might get in more fights. And get hurt even worse than he was this time. And well, if I can't stop that from happening, then when it does, I'd at least like to be there, at his side.
So the question is this happening before the mother killed, or this is something that, like alternative things before things happen?
Don't worry about us. Just have fun with Eren.
Eren!
Instead of being happy, it's silent.
Okay? The scout regiment's back from their mission! Can't see squat! You little punk! Let me go! Get your hands off me!
Wait!
How dare you talk like that about the scouts!
It's just a kid. Dude is punching. Yeah.
Shut up! You don't teach these brats when they're young, they stay like this their whole damn lives!
And everybody is just watching and not doing anything. They want a grown up is beating it. Seriously.
How long was I out for?
Oh, there's no error in this time.
Take me. Just let me come with you, please.
So even in the alternative world, because are still crazy about Erin. And the same thing happens with the scarf.
There's a forest past that inner gate. If you really want to come, then meet us there. In 3 days. You can keep that.
No.
Ladies and gentlemen, gather round, please. I am known as the Mirror Man.
Leave the kid alone.
My preternatural powers on this sweet innocent.
No. Do not do that.
Intend to hypnotize
Leave
her
the girl
and
alone.
transform her into a cold-blooded killer. Now, little girl, look at you to kill me. It wouldn't be difficult, but it would be somewhat time-consuming. That's a problem for you, right?
Hey! Somebody help me!
Yeah, I think we've already seen that the people in these wars, they really don't care about kids. It's like, well, they treat them like adults, and that's just wrong. They're wrong.
Do you know about Aaron somehow? Wait a second, who are you?
I am no one, but at the same time, I could be anyone. I am the greatest of
Are
inextricably bound.
Death runs through his veins. Try to protect him, but death will take him in the end.
Yeah, and this episode is very special and all that. But please, at the end of the season, Eren better be alive. I don't want to see him dead. And please don't tell me if he's gonna be alive or dead in the end. Please don't.
To return to the world you came from.
Yeah, when the kid was screaming, help, you guys were just standing there and doing nothing. Now that the kid has done something, you are screaming. Yeah, you are crazy.
Had you not seen it with your own eyes, you would scarcely believe it. I am the enigmatic Mirror Man, and I just turned this innocent girl...
Oh, I mean,
You must be Mikasa, right?
Where is Aaron? Is he nearby?
I'm sorry,
he's
Mikasa.
dead. The balloon didn't work. He died.
Wouldn't work. We were flying straight at the wall. And he threw me overboard. But he didn't make it out himself. He was still inside when it hit. That should have been me that died.
Oh, it should have been me. The same thing he said at the time.
I didn't do a thing.
It should have been me.
All I was left with was the feeling of having just surfaced from the depths of a long dream. A dream both joyful and unbearably sad. But from the moment I opened my eyes, I had accepted Aaron's fate for what it was.
Then he showed up, and this time he did what you usually do for him.
He'll reclaim Walmaria. He'll slaughter every Titan out there. He'll take us all the way to the sea. But even after that, he might just keep moving forward. And there's no way that I, or anyone else, can hold him back if he does. But that's okay. He can go wherever he wants.
I'll be right there, says him.
My only wish is to stay at his side.
Yeah, this
Hey.
episode just proves what we already know.
Eren,
He's so obsessed with Eren. She's so obsessed with Eren. So that is Lost Girls in a Cruel World. Now, to be honest, I really never thought about an episode where they kind of center around Mikasa until now. And this episode also kind of solidifies something that we have already known. But you know, even after knowing something, we know how series tend to be sometimes. So I always had some doubts, like, I mean, yeah, sure, okay. But that's, you know, that Mikasa, you know, I thought, you know, maybe at the end of the season or the last season, she's gonna sort of grow out of Eren and say, yeah, I need to be on my own, I need to fly alone, I need to do my own thing, you know. And I always thought, yeah, that is something that is a possibility of happening, even though they've never really sort of hinted at that. But I always thought, yeah, that's how characters usually grow, you know. If somebody is attached to somebody, in like how Mikasa was, you know, then there's a high chance that, you know, that character is going to someone overgrow and say, you know what, I realized something. I really don't need you. I need to be on my own. I need to know, to learn how to fly on my own. That's what I need to be. And I always thought that that's the same thing that's going to happen to Mikasa. But in this case, this episode, if it's telling us something, is that Eren and Mikasa are never gonna be separated. They're always going to be together. Even though if they don't go through the romantic path, it's always going to be like they're always going to be together. And that's something that, you know, I really wanted you to see, because well, Eren is an interesting character with his abilities, and just a lot of things are always going to be revealed each season. We need somebody like sort of an anchor, you know, somebody where he's always like counting on, you know, somebody you can actually say, at least there's somebody I can count on, somebody who's always going to be by my side. And he needs to do the same, you know. The relationship shouldn't be one-way street, you know, especially the way we're seeing it right now. It seems like it's a one-way street, and maybe it's not a one-way street, but so far from what we've seen from the first 3 seasons, or first 2 seasons and a quarter, is that Eren never really shows, you know, never really does much of showing of how much he cares about Mikasa, you know. I'm sure, yeah, he is maybe stated it or sort of showed it, but it's never really implied it the way, like an episode where we see that he actually does care about them, you know. We know that he does, but it's not like very visible of how Mikasa does it, you know. And probably that's mostly about his character, because he's always a lot of things happening, and he's always just fighting and having a dream of like fighting the Titans and all that. But still, we still need that episode where he kind of solidify how much he cares about his friends, you know, Mikasa and yeah, a relationship shouldn't be one street. And I wish, you know, by the end of the season, you know, they could be together, you know, we have that kind of relationship where it just like we saw this coming, and they sort of been hinting, but they may never really do anything about it. And you know what? Since I thought, you know, season 3, you know, it's going to be like season 3, and that's all. Like the last season I watched, the last season, which was season 3. I thought that was going to be it. Like the first 12 episodes are just going to be the season 3. Then after that, we're gonna head into season 4. But I just learned that they might be season 3B and possibly C. I'm not so sure, but I know that I have like 4 more seasons like prepared. You know, even though it's like season 3A, B, C. They all have like 12 episodes, but I'm glad that I have like 4 seasons more to go, and you know, some extra episodes there to spice things up. So I'm really happy, because I was really a little bit mad about the fact that okay, after watching the next season, which was season 4, I might watch season 4A and season 4B, then it will be like it's done. They won't be like it's done. There's no more Attack on Titan. just like, oh yeah, there's season 3B and possibly C, then the extra episodes, then season 4A, then season 4B, then the 2 final episodes, then another final episode. It's like, yeah, there's still a lot of episodes to go, so maybe I need to, downgrade my worries, just a little bit, because there's still a chance, or not a chance, there's still a little bit more season to watch, and obviously I want to finish the entire this entire series before next year. Well, I would want it to be a little bit faster, but yeah, sometimes we can't control time and things that are happening in our life. We just have to roll with how things are going, just to flow with the water. That's how we're gonna do it, because sometimes you just cannot force things, So yeah, I'm really glad that there are more seasons to enjoy of Eren and Mikasa and Titans and the war and all that mystery. And also, the fact that, right now I'm thinking that Eren does have the power, like the power of the gods, or the gods, or these guys that like the power, like the ultimate power of the Titans. We know that these people, like from what's the name of the Rice family, were like the royal family, and they do have this ability where if they're the ones in charge of this attack. No, not attack. These Titans, they are sort of like gods, but they can also transform, and they have this unimaginable power. And to know that that power resides within Eren's blood, that's really cool now, because he has to channel it to make sure that he can achieve that goddess power, or that god power. But the thing is that even though he's not like blood family, like the Rice family is not really blood relative, I still feel like it still does have, it's still in him. Therefore, he can try a lot of things to actually master all that, and achieve that power, and just be the ultimate Titan by the end of the series. That's what I'm thinking, but I don't know if they're gonna go that route. Yeah, I'm really interested in seeing what the next season is all about. So guys, if you like my reaction, make sure that you do leave a like, subscribe, comment down below what you really think about this episode. That being said, we will see you in the next season. Leave a like. Goodbye.